Hello and welcome to this week's Rocksmith developer stream. I'm your host and the community developer on Rocksmith, Doug Lilly, and welcome to my dining area. We are here located in the Bay Area, and while we're practicing safe social distancing, we didn't want that to get in the way of this week's stream. So we're going to take this opportunity to highlight some of your fellow community members, as well as giving our note trackers the opportunity to shine from the comfort of their own homes. The entirety of the stream is pre-recorded, but we are in the chat with you right now. We're giving away song packs, lots of song packs. We're still taking your questions, so just look out for any of the Rocksmith team members in the chat with you to take your questions. And we are going to give away some Ernie Ball prize packs. More on that a little bit later. Right now, let's go ahead and take a look at the trailer for the 70s Mix Song Pack 6. All right, so there you have it, 3 songs from the 70s. We are still going to, as I mentioned earlier, have raffles throughout the stream, both song packs as well as a couple of Ernie Ball prize packs. Those will come later. Well, the song packs will be spread throughout the stream, so make sure you're keeping an eye on chat for whenever those pop up throughout the stream. Ernie Ball prize packs I will announce here, so you'll be able to check back into chat if you need to. Right now, let's go ahead and take a look at our first couple of songs. Right now, we're going to say hi to Audrey and Kate in Japan. They are going to play the first of the songs in the 70s Mix Song Pack. Immediately following that, we're going to go to Dan's house. We're going to take a look at Dan's wonderful wall of weird guitars, or just Dan's guitars for short. After that, I'll see you again. Here's Audrey and Kate.
약간 초조한 말까지.
Hey everybody, I'm Dan Amrick, and welcome to the wonderful wall of weird guitars. This is my house, and this, as you know, many of you have watched the stream in the past, know that I have a bit of a collection, let's say, of guitars, and a few of them I've been able to bring into the office and show them off and talk about them, but I have not gotten the opportunity to do that with a lot of the weirder things in my collection. So today is that day. Here's one. Oh my goodness. It's a Fernandez UJL 2000. It's the UJL 2000 for Jammer Lammy. Those of you that remember the old PlayStation game, it was sort of the spiritual sequel to Parappa the Rapper. Lammy is a little girl that plays in a punk band, but she doesn't have a lot of confidence, and throughout the game you teach her how to be confident and you get stuff done. Well, they actually made the guitar in real life that she plays. Obviously a cartoon version of a Les Paul, something that was inspired by a single cut, but with 3 P90s in it. So when I found out this existed, I worked with some friends that spoke Japanese. This was a Japanese-only release. I had never imported a guitar before, but this was my opportunity to learn how to do it. With a few friends that spoke the language, I was able to get it and import it. And then I had Greg Philpott, my guitar tech, basically change everything. We upgraded the tuners, we upgraded the pickups. It's got a custom wiring scheme now. The pickups are now, they're all P90s, but the neck and bridge are a Seymour Duncan set. And then the center one is a Guitar Fetish bridge pickup because I like bright sounds. I had him custom wire it so that this is a master volume, this is a master tone, and this middle one is just the volume of the center pickup. So I can blend that with the others in a standard sort of, if this was just a two pickup Les Paul configuration. So think of it that way. Brian Pody recently rewired this because I had some problems with it. He gave it that Pody touch, which is to say down should be the bridge pickup. Here it's up. I have to get in there and fix that. But it is a nice little short scale guitar. This is 24 inches from the bridge to the nut. I find it comfortable because I have small hands. But sometimes I don't find it comfortable. When I'm used to playing one of the 25.5-inch scale Fender type guitars or a 24 3/4 inch Gibson style guitar, this is smaller than both of those. So it's good for some things and not necessarily the best for others. But at the moment I have it plugged into a simulated Vox AC30. Very good spank, very good drive. P90s are known for sort of sparkling but gritty. They're single coil pickups, but they're a little bit less predictable, I guess, than your standard single coils. So that's with a little boost, but not actual drive. If I throw on drive, probably sounds terrible because we're shooting this on a phone, but if you were here, it would be glorious. That's all I have to say. So that's the UJL 2000. I had hoped to bring it into the office one day. Maybe I still will, but at least now you get a little sample of it. Almost impossible to find in America, and this one is really kind of one of a kind for me. So that's it from the weird wall of wonderful guitars, the wonderful wall of weird guitars. Regardless, we'll see you next week. Take care of yourself, take care of other people, and take this opportunity to change your strings, why don't you?
All right, thank you very much to Dan and to Audrey and Kate. Right now, we are going to give away our first Ernie Ball prize pack. Now, if you enter, you can win everything that you see on your screen right now. Hopefully, if everything is working accordingly. We are working with Ernie Ball, well, rather Ernie Ball is working with us to try to make sure that you can get these prizes as soon as possible, but please note that there is likely to be a delay, and at this point we don't really know how long it's going to take, but we will try to get these out as soon as possible. If you win, you'll get a whisper from UV Jurassic, and he will get your name, your shipping address, and your telephone number, and we will get you your prize as soon as we are able. Right now, we're going to visit Audrey and Kate once more. They are going to look at Chicago's Saturday in the Park. After that, we're going to visit Brian Shu's home studio for a lick of the week with Brian Shu. Stick around, and we'll be right back after that.
I am Kate. I am Audrey. So today, we got to play 2 songs from the new DLC pack, right, Kate? Yes. This time's DLC pack was 70s DLC pack, I think, right? Am I getting that right? I think I am. We played the song by George Benson, which was called Breezin, right? Do you remember that one? Oh, the hard one. Okay, so George Benson is a jazz guitarist because, you know from the song. It sounds amazing. And he's been honored with the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Wow. That is amazing. So, this time we played the song Breezin by him. How did you think about it, Kate? Did you like it? Every part is hard.
Yes, every single part of the song is so hard. The bass and the guitar both are so hard. And especially the last part of the guitar where you like play the chords with your fingers. I don't know how he does it.
Oh, sorry, I did not.
He has a special way of playing it, so it's amazing but also super hard to play, so yeah. How's the bass?
Hard.
Oh, very, very hard? Yeah.
Very hard. Very hard.
But she got 97%, so she's amazing. So yeah, that was an amazing song. We also did Saturday in the Park. We also did Saturday in the Park by Chicago. Saturday in the Park is from the album Chicago 5. It sold over 1 million units just in the US. Oh my goodness. What? Man, they are amazing. They're actually from Chicago. Nice. We should make our band named Nagasaki then.
Yeah.
Okay. So how did you like this song, Kate? Was it good? How was the bass?
Oh, he's hard.
Oh,
wow.
hard. The guitar was a little on the hard side because of the chords. They had all unique shapes, so you need to like change the position right away. That was hard. Yeah, we had a lot of fun playing both of these songs.
Yes.
So thanks to the Ubisoft crew for letting us play these songs. We love the DLC pack. So yay! Thanks so much for watching, guys. We'll see you guys again soon. Bye bye. What is this?
Hi, I'm Brian Shu with Rocksmith, and we're going to be teaching a lick of the week. Sounds something like this. And so that's like a common rock lick that you'll hear guys like Zach Wilde play. I kind of varied my note choices a bit in there, and I'll kind of show you the basic premise of the pattern, and then you can kind of embellish that lick from there, which is what I did. So the basic premise of it is you're going to play 4 notes on the high E string and then 2 notes on the B string. It's a group of 6 notes. And you're always going to want to start with an upstroke and alternate pick. You're going to strictly alternate pick. Well, you can start with a downstroke if that feels more comfortable with you. But as long as you're constantly alternate picking, then it should sound really good and reset every time you begin the pattern again. So I'll show you the most basic of this lick, which is you start on the 15th fret, and then you go down to the 12th fret, both on the E string, and then you do it again, 15th, 12th. You play that. So you're playing, those are your 4 notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's all alternate picking, up, down, up, down. Then after that, we're going to switch the string set. We're going to go down to B and play 15 and 12. So it's going to be and you can basically take that and play it around your whole entire pentatonic blues box. That was kind of messy, but you get the idea. You can move it around as long as you're kind of keeping that pattern constant. And then you can, add more scale notes here and there if you wanted. So a variation that I was doing was I was playing the 14th fret to the 15th fret to the 14th fret to the 12th fret, and then 15 and 12 on the B string. So 14, 15, 14, 12 on the E string, then 15, 12 on the B string, and that sounds like this. And then another variation is 15 on the E string, 17, 15, and then 12. And then you're gonna come down the 15th and 12th fret on the B string. And you can do a wide variety of things with that picking pattern. You can even do chromatic notes. I really like this one. Using the flat 5, if I shift up 17, 18, 17, 15, 17, 15. And then you can even do a full 4-finger pattern, and use a chromatic kind of more chromatic approach and play 19, 18, 17, 15, 17, 15. So as you can see, there's a lot of variety, and it sounds really cool if you can switch it up and stuff. So got quite messy there at the end, but yeah, play with it and see what you can make with it. All right.
And thanks again. If you're just joining us for the first time and you're seeing the stream and things are looking a bit different, don't worry about it too much. We are just practicing safe social distancing. So I'm streaming from home. We've worked with some of our community members like yourselves, and they have sent in some performances, and we're going to visit some note trackers in their homes for some special segments from them. So a different stream, bit of a weird stream, but I kind of like it, and we'll see how it goes. Hopefully, you'll let us know what you think on social media. We are on Twitter at Rocksmith Game, same name as we are here on Twitch. We are also on Facebook, just facebook.com/Rocksmith, and let us know what you think of this this new, probably temporary style. But yeah, we appreciate you being here. We appreciate your feedback as always. Right now, we are going to say hello to our second performer of the day. This is BBQ Kyle. He streams fairly often, almost daily, I'd say. He can be found at BBQ Kyle on Twitch, and here he is playing the bonus track from this week's 70s Mix stream. Here's BBQ Kyle. Right after that, we will visit Andrew Levin's home studio for a tour of his studio.
Hi everyone, I'm BBQ Kyle, and today I'm going to be doing this week's bonus track for you, which is The Joker by Steve Miller Band. When Doug approached me and asked me to help out with this week's stream, he was kind enough to let me actually pick this week's bonus track, and I went with The Joker. Obviously, it's a 70s song, and I think it fits in really well with the 3 songs in the 70s Mix 6-pack. And it's actually very approachable. So if you're into this kind of music and you may be a little bit new to guitar, this would definitely be a song I would recommend picking up. But anyway, I gotta press my own button. I don't have help like they do at Ubisoft San Francisco. But anyway, let's get into it. The Joker by Steve Miller Band.
Some people call me the space cowboy. Yeah. Some call me the gangster of love. Some people call me Maurice. 'Cause I speak of the pompatus of love. People talk about me, baby. Say I'm doing you wrong, doing you wrong. Well, don't you worry, baby, don't worry, 'cause I'm right joker, I'm a smoker, I'm a midnight toker. I get my loving on the run. You're the cutest thing that I ever did see. I really love your beaches, wanna shake your tree. Lovey-dovey, lovey-dovey, lovey-dovey all the time. Ooh, yeah, baby, I sure show you a good time. 'Cause I'm a picker, I'm a grinner, I'm a lover, and I'm a sinner. Play my music in the sun. I'm a joker, I'm a smoker, I'm a midnight toker. I sure don't want to hurt no one. People keep talking about me, baby. Say I'm doing you wrong. Well, don't you worry, don't worry, no, don't worry, mama. 'Cause I'm right here at home. You're the cutest thing I ever did see. Really love your beaches, wanna shake your tree. Lovey-dovey, lovey-dovey, lovey-dovey all the time. Come on, baby, now show you a good.
There we go. The Joker by Steve Miller Band. Guys, if you enjoyed watching me play, I do stream Rocksmith Tuesdays and Thursdays, 2 to 6 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. Hold up.
Wonderful performance.
Thank you, Rocksmith guy. So if you enjoyed watching me, you can follow me at twitch.tv/BBQ Kyle, and I will see you guys in a few minutes to play this week's final song of the stream. Thank you once again.
Hey, how's it going? It's Andrew coming at you from the studio this week. So for the stream this week, figured we'd give you a little tour of the studio. This is the synth zone right here. And, you know, a lot of people have like photos of their family or, you know, dogs or baby photos. I don't have any of that stuff. I got synth photos and I got synths, so my coworkers get to hear about my synths all the time. I'm sure they really, really love that. This is a Dave Smith Prophet Rev 2. It's a analog synth. It's got all these fun knobs and stuff to play with. You know, got a lot of cool sounds like that on it. This is the Synthstrom Deluge, which is basically like a DAW in a box. You can run all your audio through it. You can use it to loop. You can use it to sequence. So I can sequence my synth with this thing. I can like play drums with it. Very cool. I use this to record guitar all the time. That's my Fractal Audio AX8. Awesome piece of gear. This right here is my Keith McMillan Soft Step, which I use to control the Deluge for looping shows. This is my computer, and as you can see, I'm on Spotify, and I'm listening to Pale Cicada by Make Under, who's one of my favorite local bands. Definitely check them out. They just released this album. I'm really, really into it. So that's that. Let's go into the guitar area, because I'm sure that people are going to want to hear about guitars as well as synths. That's my main axe. That's my Tom Anderson classic Strat. It's got 2 mini hums and a full hum. And Swamp Ash body, maple neck, really unique sounding guitar, and I love that thing. This right here is my semi-hollow. It's a K. And I got it at a guitar store that was closing like 15 years ago. And I really liked the sound, and I still love the sound. I've been modding it out. I put Seymour Duncan pickups on it, new neck, all that kind of jazz. And then this is my Bourgeois, which is a kind of like a bluegrass guitar. Dan Bourgeois is the builder. It's a really great sounding axe. Not a lot else to say about that. This is my chill zone. It's the lounge, I guess you could say. It's basically just a couch that you can sit on, but that's my lounge. This is where I store all my stuff. Very exciting. This is my like home gym area. Basically, I have a bunch of storage over here where I store my weights and my yoga stuff and all of that. For me, staying active actually is a pretty important part of the creative process. So in between making music and stuff, I take pretty frequent stretch breaks and weightlifting breaks and all of that. And then finally, here's where I sleep. So basically my life looks like this. You got like sleep and then like studio, and then you got like bed, and then I get up and I like kind of wander over and I'm in my studio. So anyways, that is where I am sheltering in place. And I hope you enjoyed that. And I'll do another little video where I can actually play some of the gear, maybe for next week.
For our last song of the week, we're going to visit BBQ Kyle one more time to take a look at Carly Simon's You're So Vain. Right after that, we are going to say hello to Greg Studley from his studio, where we revisit Breezin and improvise with knowledge with Breezin and Greg Studley. Right now, we are going to have our second Ernie Ball prize pack of the day. Never mind that. As you know, I never mute my PC. So we're going to give away our second Ernie Ball prize pack of the day. If you win, you can receive everything you see on screen, and we will get those to you as soon as we are able. Ernie Ball is working with us to try to get those shipments basically to me so that I can get them to you as soon as we can. So thank you again to Ernie Ball. Right now, here's BBQ Kyle, and we'll see you in just a minute.
Hi everyone, once again I'm BBQ Kyle, and before we get into this last song, I'd just like to thank Doug and everyone at Ubisoft for inviting me on today's stream. It's been a huge honor. I've had fun doing this for you guys. Thank you so much. But let's get into this last song, Carly Simon's You're So Vain. I only got 21 frets. I gotta cheat a bit. There we go. Once again, that was You're So Vain by Carly Simon.
Superb performance.
Thank you guys once again for having me on stream. And once again, if you'd like to follow me, twitch.tv/BBQ Kyle. Thank you guys once again so much.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Greg Studley from Rocksmith. I want to do a little bit of a lesson today on how to understand George Benson's playing on his song Breezin. So we're gonna break it down to a couple different segments and go over all the different aspects of how he's making this song sound the way it does, and his playing as well. So the chord progression that he's primarily soloing over is pretty simple at its core. It's a D chord. And I'm playing this in second position using what I would call like a C shape. You could, if you're not familiar with that shape or uncomfortable, you could totally play this as just a regular open D. So he's got his D chord, and that's followed up by an G over A, which is a very jazzy sound. There's a couple ways you can do this chord. You could play this G chord here with an open A. Or if you want to get used to doing this in like multiple positions, if you wanted to be able to move it around, you could actually catch the A here on the E string. Really useful chord shape, by the way. So D chord to a G over A chord. The scales that he's using in order to do both the melody and the solo, very much based around the D major scale, and primarily in three positions. He's got a D major scale in fourth position. He's got a D major scale in seventh position. And he has a D major scale that is in ninth position. Now, a lot of what he does in the song is based on those three shapes. So, what I suggest you do, and I'm going to kind of go through these steps with you, is play along with the song, and this could be in Rocksmith, or just if you have the tune, you can play along with it that way too. Jam along with the song, and first absorb the chord progression. Make sure you can play the chords along with the song. Then go ahead and see if you can play those scales along with it. From that point, when you're like, okay, I've got that down, go ahead and take on his melody. Now, that doesn't mean necessarily his entire solo, but at least the melody of the song, you know, that one. And play that a couple times and see if, you know, you can kind of get his feel for the melody. And at that point, you've got so much information that you can start expanding out to try improvising over it. So I'm going to show you to do this step by step. I got a little backing track here to kind of make it all flow. Get some more volume on that backing track. That's better. All right, so the melody, or the chords first. You can take lots of different patterns. Then we talk about the scales. We're gonna move up. Now, if you notice, I'm taking a different rhythm, one that's a little slower. And you can even take it slower than that. Find the speed that makes sense to you, that you can play things clean. That's the main thing for this. You want to make sure you're hitting all the notes well. So you can start off slow. When you get comfortable. And then to his melody. There it is. And he likes to add lots of space. You can do that same thing. Is play an idea. And wait a second. Think about the next one. And kind of transfer into the next shape. Wait a minute, think about your next idea and transfer again. He likes to use his hammer-on pull-offs as well, so you can kind of add some of that in. You don't have to do it that much, but you can if you want. You know, you could intertwine it with some scales. That's what he likes to do. The last thing he really likes to do in these solos is every once in a while throw in a bit of the blues scale. A minor pentatonic, if you want to think about it that way. Switches back to the major. So, if you want to take on how to do jazz soloing in the style of George Benson, this would be a really good way to do it. Check out the chords, figure out what scales you need to use. In this case, it's pretty much all D major, a little bit of D minor pentatonic or D blues. Go ahead and play his melody to get his groove down. And finally, start exploring what you can do on your own, but you know, use some of his ideas, those hammer-on pull-offs, kind of swapping between the major scale and the minor blues scale. I mean, all that stuff is going to get you kind of in the zone of George Benson's style of playing for Breezin. Hope you enjoyed, hope it helps out, and enjoy the tune.
All right, and there you go. Thanks again to Greg Studley and BBQ Kyle. BBQ Kyle, as I mentioned, streams almost daily. He can be found at BBQ Kyle here on Twitch. Audrey and Kate can be found at Audrey123Talks, both here on Twitch and on YouTube. So make sure you check out both of those streamers and YouTubers and give them a follow, please. And I want to thank all of our note trackers that contributed today. That's Greg Studley, Andrew Levin, Brian Shu. Also want to thank Dan Amrick for his segment and letting us take a look at his wall of guitars. Thank you to CC Smith, who's been recording today. Thank you to Brian Turner, who has stitched all this together and has been my cohort in making sure that everything comes together so that we have a stream this week. And thank you very much for joining us and really giving me something to work towards. I want to say thank you for being here. Please take care of yourselves, take care of each other, be safe, and we will take one more look at the 70s Mix Song Pack 6 trailer, and we will see you next week. Clue on Friday in the forums as usual from RS222, and we'll see you soon. Bye.